Hello and welcome to the Week 12 prediction video. I know I'm a bit late on this one. Work's been really heavy recently, so it's been kind of hard to make the videos, but got this one just in time. I'm going to go through my games really quickly because I don't have a lot of time. I had to get up early for work. So, number 5, Louisville at Houston. I had picked Louisville and they lost. That was not a fun game for Louisville fans. They just made too many mistakes against a pretty good Houston team. UNLV at number 20, Boise State. I picked Boise State to win. Then there was Oregon at number 12. Oregon at number 12, Utah. I've picked Utah to win this game, and I think they're gonna just be a little too much for Oregon to handle this season. Next is number 8, Penn State at Rutgers. Rutgers has been having an awful season, and I really don't think it's gonna fix itself against Penn State today. Number 11, Oklahoma State at TCU. Bit of a shock on this one. I'm actually picking TCU to win the game. I like what TCU's done in recent weeks, and I think that they could overpower Oklahoma State. Next, number 2, Ohio State at Michigan State. Michigan State's been having a bad season, and I think Ohio State's going to take advantage of that and get a big win here. Next is University of Texas San Antonio at number 25, Texas A&M. I'm picking A&M here. I think they're just gonna coast to a win here. Next is Maryland at number 18, Nebraska. I'm picking Nebraska to win this game. Maryland might keep it close. Maryland's been kind of hot and cold all season, but I'm going with Nebraska at home. Next is number 7, Wisconsin at Purdue. I'm picking Wisconsin to win this game on the road. Number 23, Florida at number 16, LSU. I'm picking LSU at home. I've been a little more impressed with LSU this season, especially that game, even though it was a loss to Alabama. The 10-0 game was still pretty impressive defensively, whereas Florida just has not shown me anything that you could be proud of, in my opinion, on this season. They're not having a good season. That loss to Arkansas was not good. Next is Missouri at number 19, Tennessee. I'm going with Tennessee to win this game. I know Tennessee's still ranked, but Tennessee had that mid-season blip where they just lost 3 games straight, and they're still trying. I think they're still trying to recover from that. Next is number 22, Washington State at number 10, Colorado. I think this one is going to be the game of the week. Colorado, I have winning, but it's going to be close. These teams are kind of evenly matched. I'm picking Colorado to win this game and keep their lead in the Pac-12, on their half of the Pac-12. So I'm picking Colorado, but Washington State's going to keep it really close. Indiana at number 3, Michigan. I'm picking Michigan to win this game. However, if they have a letdown again after the loss last week, Indiana is a team that can make them pay for it. Buffalo at number 21, Western Michigan. I'm picking Western Michigan to win this game and reach 11-0, be one of the potentially one of the 2 teams, if not the only undefeated team left. Actually, they will not be the only undefeated team left. There's no way Alabama's losing this weekend. We'll get to that later. So I'm picking Western Michigan at home. Number 17, Florida State at Syracuse. I'm picking Florida State on the road here. I don't think Syracuse has quite what it takes to overpower Florida State. Number 24, Stanford at Cal. I'm picking Stanford on the road, purely based on Stanford's defense. Well, that's not true. I think Stanford's defense is going to match up pretty well against this Cal offense, and I don't think this Cal offense, this Cal defense is going to have the power to stop Christian McCaffrey. So I'm picking Stanford, but it's going to be a lower scoring game than a lot of people might think. Next is number 4, Clemson at Wake Forest. I'm picking Clemson on the road here, but keep an eye on this game. Wake Forest played Louisville pretty damn hard last week, all the way through 3 quarters. If they can do the same thing to Clemson, I don't see Clemson pulling away like Louisville did. So Wake Forest could keep it really close, maybe even provide Clemson with a second upset in a row. Next is Arizona State at number 6, Washington. I'm picking Washington at home here. Arizona State's been able to put up some points this season, but not quite not quite on a consistent basis. So I got Washington on a rebound from last week's loss to USC. Next is number 9, Oklahoma at number 14, West Virginia. I'm picking West Virginia to win this one at home. This is another game of the week potential. It's gonna be really close. I think West Virginia's defense matches up really well against this Oklahoma offense, but the question is, can West Virginia put up enough points to overcome Oklahoma? I think they can, and I'm going to pick West Virginia. Next is number 13, USC at UCLA. This is one of those games where being at the other team doesn't really have that much of an effect, because they're both in LA. I'm picking USC just because they've been on an uptrend recently. However, USC has a rough schedule left. They gotta play UCLA, and then they gotta play Notre Dame. Both are teams who have to win to get to bowl eligibility, and they're decent teams. So there's gonna be a lot of fight in these last 2 games for USC. I got USC winning this one. I think they're just gonna overpower UCLA. So that's it for my games that mattered this week. You'll notice, or maybe you won't, but I'm going to tell you now, 2 teams have been omitted who are in the top 25. I'm not adding Alabama and Auburn to my games that mattered this week because they're not playing FBS opponents. And I'm sorry, but in week 12, if you're playing a non-conference opponent, they should be an FCS team. Like, you shouldn't be playing out of division this late in the season. So, it's not a game that matters. Auburn's going to win. They're playing Alabama A&M, and Alabama's going to beat Chattanooga. There's no point to these games. It's just another win, and it's really, I consider it half a win. I mean, you've got Alabama, who's number 1 in the nation right now, which means they're number 1 in the FCS, which means they are arguably number 1 in all of college football. Because if you were to pit these guys against, pretty much any team, the number 1 status means they have a chance at beating pretty much anyone. So, for them to be playing Chattanooga and for Auburn to be playing Alabama A&M, there is no reason. So I'm not including them. I'm only having 20 games of that I picked today. So we're gonna see how this goes. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoy what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I will be back after the weekend with my Week 12 recap video.